Hello, everybody. My name is Dean Davis, and this is Multiply, the podcast that provides a word of encouragement for village church planters. The life of Jesus is such a great example for us all. Once Peter and the other disciples realized who Jesus was, Jesus' teaching began to change. He focused his efforts to move toward Jerusalem, the place where he knew he would be betrayed, falsely judged, condemned, and crucified. Intentionally, he moved toward Jerusalem and the cross. And as he went, he taught his disciples the cost of discipleship. Jesus didn't mince words, he told it plainly. He called us to take up our cross daily and follow him. Jesus said in John chapter 12, verses 23 through 28, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Anyone who loves their life will lose it, while anyone who hates their life in this world will keep it for eternal life. Whoever serves me must follow me, and where I am, my servant also will be. My Father will honor the one who serves me. Now my soul is troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? No, it was for this very reason I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name." When, when you plant a wheat seed or a maize seed, or really any grain, things begin to change. A planted seed is no good to eat anymore. Under the soil, it becomes useless to eat. Its shape changes as it swells with moisture. Its husk loosens from the grain. No one calls it grain anymore. It's essentially dead and useless for food. But the best is yet to come, because that useless grain becomes a tiny, living, growing, tender plant. It doesn't look like much, but oh, it is so full of potential. As it grows and develops, that new little plant gets tall and strong. It then produces grain, many grains of seed, and it brings the farmer joy at harvest time. None of this would have happened if that little grain of wheat had not hit the soil, been covered with dirt, and died as a grain. Just like Jesus said, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Your life and my life is just like the kernel of wheat, full of unrealized potential, so very full of potential. We have no idea of the number of lives we can impact for good if we only die to self and give ourselves wholly to Jesus. But we know for sure if we do not die to selfish goals and self-serving visions to make Jesus king of our lives, we won't do much good for ourselves or for others in this world. We die to self by giving up self-centered goals to go where Jesus wants us to go, do what Jesus wants us to do, and say what Jesus wants us to say, even when it costs us everything. At this point, Jesus' promise begins to be fulfilled. He said, "If it dies, it produces many seeds." When Christians die to self and live for God, the blessings that flow are limitless. This too is the power of multiplication. I'm Dean Davis asking, who will you share this encouraging word with today?